Have you ever wondered how the internet ever came to be? Not many people in our generation know that the internet isn't actually that old. Let's see what 18, 9 through 12-year-olds have to say on this matter.
Just a short summary of your description of how the internet got started.
The internet got started by when the computers were too big, so they had to keep them in air conditioned rooms.
Well, it was when people wanted to create a bigger network.
The internet started in 1957. So on October 4th, 1957, the Soviet Union launched the world's first man-made satellite into orbit. And then the Americans got scared, so then they made the internet. What? I don't, why?
And that got started when a guy named Robert Kahn wanted people to be able to access media from around the world.
Alright, so the ARPANET was one of the very early versions of the internet. It was one of the first times people used TCP/IP and used packets.
There was people who wanted to allow other individuals to access a wide range of media across the world.
TCP and IP had a huge effect on the history of the internet. They are basic communication languages of the internet.
I know that Bob Kahn and Vince Cerf created it so the world could connect together.
When governments wanted to communicate, share files, share information with each other.
The internet was created around 1957 by a lot of different people.
But they wanted to make communication easier. They wanted to make it easier to send information to one another.
In 1990, Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web.
The internet got started with governments wanting to be able to have a communication network that wouldn't break down if one thing got bombed. Universities used it to connect between each other and share projects and stuff. And at that point it sort of started becoming a little bit more public with the release of more commercial computers a little later in time, and then the World Wide Web.
The internet first started in the 1960s, but back then computers were big and immobile. So the internet started out as the government wanting to share information faster, and they made large computers that were immobile. So they tried to make smaller computers with the ability to share information. More and more computer scientists kept adding on to this idea until one person named Vince Cerf finally finished it.
The internet was created was developed by J.C.R. Licklider, and he developed the first use of the internet.
Now you've heard 18 kids' different takes on the history of the internet. We've merged it all together to create the answer to this question. The first practical idea for the internet came from J.C.R. Licklider when he was discussing his intergalactic network concept. Licklider became the head of the DARPA Society, and he convinced the successors at DARPA of the importance of the network concept. In 1966, the plan for the ARPANET was quickly published. During this time, the Cold War was going on, and U.S. was determined to use the internet as a government weapon. In 1969, ARPANET delivered its first message, from UCLA to Stanford. The message was 5 letters long, but Stanford only received the first 2. By the end of the years, 4 computers were connected to ARPANET. By the end of the 1970s, Vince Cerf had developed a way for many networks to communicate, the Transmission Control Protocol. Later, the Internet Protocol was born. Finally, in 1991, Tim Berners-Lee introduced the World Wide Web. He created the internet that we use today. Thank you for watching this mini documentary about the history of the internet.